of the Soviet Union on the rings.
Lyukin is having a great competition for the Soviet team so far, and this is one of his best events because of the strength work. There's a flange and a bounce to an Olympic cross, and he switches sides to the other Olympic cross and finishes with another cross and what we call a pull-out to an L. Inverted iron cross. So far, this routine is absolutely packed with strength. Now he has to fulfill the requirement of doing a swing to a handstand.
Li Xiaoshuang on the high bar, 9-2.
That's a big dismount.
A little bit of a hop, but not too bad. Remember, the Soviet Union, for all intent, has this competition won, and right now it is looking like Germany will be able to hold on to second place. So the battle really is being waged for third. And that battle seems to be between Japan and China. Daisuke Nishikawa of Japan on the parallel bars.
The Japanese team edged out the Chinese team in '88 at the Olympics in Seoul. Nishikawa was one of the members of that Olympic team. The Japanese dominated men's gymnastics for nearly 20 years up until 1979, and then the Soviets took over the World Championship and the Olympic titles and haven't looked back since.
Valery Lyukin, one of the reasons they're not looking back, 9.85. A moment ago you saw him on the rings.
This exercise is very nice. Those moves are called back tosses to a handstand. Strong performance for Nishikawa, just a little short on that dismount.
So Nishikawa of Japan trying to keep his country in the hunt for the bronze medal. They are in a battle with China, very close right now.
The judges require the gymnast to show work below the bar. As you notice, he goes below the bar there on a giant swing. Then some of the work has to be done above the bars, as you notice there. There's the back toss, right to a handstand. Clean line, and great form on that dismount.
And so the scores now for Daisuke Nishikawa of Japan, 9-6-5. And we have now come to the end of 3 rotations, and we have had some changes amongst the leaders. The Soviets continue to be in first place, and comfortably so. They will win the gold. Germany in second. Japan and China fighting it out for third. The United States has now fallen behind Korea in the battle for fifth.
Dodge announces the new Magnum Series engines. Engines that deliver as much as 44% more power. Drop a 180 horsepower Magnum V6 in a 4x2 Dakota Sport, and you'll outpower and outpull any standard compact from Ford, Chevy, or Toyota, and do it for less than 10 grand. Dodge trucks, a powerful way to rediscover American value.
Now, drive for the gold with up to $1,000 cash back on select Dodge trucks.
The North American Speed Skiing Championships, Sunday afternoon on ESPN.
Some of the Korean fans lending new meaning to the term soul music. Very good performance, and you can see fans from all over the world literally here. You see those headsets, incidentally, kind of a unique idea being done here at Indianapolis, and here's what it is. Local radio station, WGCR, keeping the fans here in the arena, and in fact all through Indianapolis, posted on exactly what is happening.
It's a great idea because the fans sit in the audience. There's a lot of things happening. They can actually keep up to speed with who these people are and a little biographical information about some of these performers, and it really adds to the whole event.
Really good idea, and a lot of the people in the crowd here, as you can see.
That's Sandy Woolsey, an alternate on the women's team, one of the top finishers for the U.S. at the World Championships in '89.
Now, one of the things that I'm sure the radio people here are telling the folks in the arena is that Yutaka Aihara now getting back on the bar after a pretty nasty fall on the high bar.
And we'll show you what happened in a minute. He's got to finish his exercise. Remember, he loses a half a point deduction, and he has to continue from where he fell off. He's got a big dismount. Here it comes.
Triple back. Whoa. Not the most comfortable landing, but he managed to stick it.
If you think that landing will knock your fillings loose, wait till you see this one. This is unbelievable. He's going to do a very difficult move here. Begins like a reverse hack and then goes into a front flip. And watch this crash.
Ow.
This move is so seldom done because of its level of difficulty. In fact, it was invented by a Chinese gymnast, and it's called a xiao.
So as you can see, at 8.75 will hurt the Japanese team.
They've had some low scores on this rotation so far, so Takeda needs to put together a great performance if they hope to stay in this team race.
Can only drop off one of the scores, remember.
Oh, there's a great move right at the beginning. A little close on that release move. Obviously playing it safe because the other Japanese team members had some trouble. He's going conservative. And a triple again.
Boy, that was an easy triple. No problem at all.
Great height off the bar, so Yoshiaki Hatakida trying to keep his team in the hunt for the bronze medal. And seemed to do a pretty good job of it. Meanwhile, we go to floor exercise. Li Jing of China.
He is just really exciting to watch because his work is so effortless. Look at that, a double twisting, double backflip for the first tumbling run. That's new for him. In my impression, the Chinese are so well coached. They have excellent flexibility. Their technique in every case is terrific.
9.575, the score for Yoshiaki Hatakida of Japan a moment ago on the high bar.
Look at how clean his body line is in the handstand.
They really combine all the necessary attributes becoming a top-level gymnast, and they combine it so well. Make everything look easy.
Last tumbling run.
Oh, full twisting double back. A couple of hops there on the landing. A tough dismount.
So that should cost him a little bit, you would have to think.
Probably a tenth of a point, perhaps 2/10 of a point, because he was a little short of rotation and had to hop. But once again, he was doing one of the more difficult moves you can do at the end of the routine. Watch this first tumbling run, though. This is a double backflip with 2 twists.
Boy, that's a lot of trick.
And as you mentioned, Kathy, he makes it easily. It's all technique.
This is that dismount. Full twisting double back. You can see he's just a little short of rotation, and he has to hop twice forward.
So Li Jing, the score for him, 9.55. Still more to come, so don't go away.
Christmas arrives with warm wishes and cheer, and 2 cable specials for a Happy New Year on TNN. Reba McEntire joins country's hottest rising stars for a Christmas Eve Christmas card event. And the Disney Channel sends Mr. Smith to Washington, a movie monument. Happy holidays next week from all of us to you.
On Cablevision.
Fire breathing. Rocket shooting. Transforming robots. Thorian. Budweiser presents the U.S. Hot Rod World Series of Motorsports, part of the Redman All-American Pulling Series, featuring Monster Mania. Tickets now at Ticketmaster in Greensboro Coliseum, January 10th and 11th in Greensboro.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dan Debenham. This week on Scholastic Sports America, it's our Alaska special as we show you all the sports from the last frontier. This week on Scholastic Sports America.
Hello, everybody. I'm Bob Bietti. Join us here on ESPN Friday night, 7:30 Eastern Time for our Subaru Ski World show. We'll be traveling the entire world of skiing.
Barry Tompkins with Bart Connor, Kathy Johnson. We are in Indianapolis, and these are the World Gymnastics Championships. Scott Keswick now in this fourth rotation as the races really join between Japan and China for the bronze medal.
Scott tries a lot of difficulty in all. Oh! Right off the bat, he has a mistake. As I was saying, Scott always does full level difficulty in all of his routines and never waters down. That's one of the good things about Scott, is whether it's a dual meet against San Jose State or whether it's the World Championships, he does full-on routines every time.
And unfortunately, that was his second fall. He fell in the last event, the floor exercise, and only scored a 9:05.
So he has to get himself together now and finish this routine without any problems.
There's a great sequence there, just a little tentative going up to the handstand. Scott is very intense, very aggressive as a performer, and that's one of the most impressive things about his style. He really attacks. Unfortunately, he got just a little out of control at the early part of that routine. Then we can see what happened. He's going to open with a sequence where he travels across the horse, down the length of the horse. Facing this direction is called loops. You're looking down the length of the horse. He's going to travel up to the first pommel. So far, so good. Well, it looks like it's kind of hard to say whether that left hand just didn't get in the right position as he swung around for the behind-the-back work, but that's tough.
9-2 the score for Scott Keswick. One I'm sure he would like to have back, consoled by his teammates. Meanwhile, Daisuke Nishikawa of Japan on the high bar, and they have had their problems in this particular rotation.
They have been struggling, and they have a great team, but for some reason they've been very inconsistent over here. Nishikawa has a huge move coming up right here. Oh!
Oh, what a shame. The Japanese are really folding on this event.
They've been really inconsistent over here on high bar, and as you mentioned, the top 5 scores count. They had an 8.75 already. They hope to drop that score. He'll need to get back on the equipment and hopefully get at least better than an 8.75. This is going to hurt the Japanese team a lot.
Very tough rotation so far on high bar for the Japanese. There is the Japanese team as they watch Daisuke Nishikawa try this again.
He'll continue from the point where he fell. Next release move, well done. Beautiful reverse heck with the legs together. He's back into the rhythm of routine.
Here's the dismount, full twisting double back. Great landing.
Everything but the fall, but certainly the fall is going to cost him.
Maybe we can see what happened. This move that he does is called a Gaylord, invented by Mitch Gaylord from the U.S. team. It's essentially like doing a 1.5 flip off a diving board. You go over, and you're going in head first, and you grab the bar as you go by. Wow.
Unfortunately, he didn't get his hands on the bar. He was actually above the grip on his arms.
Salvage the routine. Yeah, salvage the routine, though, pretty much. 9-3, as you saw. Not bad, considering the consequences that he underwent. Li Xiaoshuang, China and floor exercise.
Wait till you see this guy tumble.
Full twisting double back, laid out position. They have so much flair when they work. Everything is fully extended. They show complete amplitude.